So the second case I chose is Henry Harrison, and this case involves David R. Harrison, who failed to do multiple things correctly. The one that I'll be focusing on is Rule 2.1, which is advisor. And this rule is the same in Tennessee as it is in South Carolina. It states that in representing a client, a lawyer shall exercise independent professional judgment and render candidate advice. In rendering advice, a lawyer may refer not only to law, but to other considerations such as moral, economic, social, and political factors that may be relevant to the client's situation. Okay. Okay, so in this case, Mr. Harrison was hired to represent a lady and her children who had been involved in a car accident. And within 3 months after he took on the case, Mr. Harrison found out from the client's doctor that he did not contend that the injuries were caused by the accident. So Mr. Harrison never brought this information up to his client or anything like that. And he really didn't have very good communication with her, because he never had anything written down, and they had only met 3 times in person. So Mr. Harrison didn't inform his client of the statute of limitations, and the client tried multiple times to get in contact with him and ask what was going on with her case. And he would just reply that he was still working on it and things of that sort. So the last time the client had contacted him and wanted to know, Mr. Harrison ended up telling her that he never filed the lawsuit because they would both be laughed at in court. So by him not telling his client this information and telling her about the statute of limitations, she pretty much missed out on her opportunity to find another attorney to help her out with her case, or even just give her advice about it. So Mr. Harrison ended up getting suspended for 30 days on September 29th of 2003. And shortly after that, he ended up filing the affidavit to reinstate to practice law in South Carolina. And he ended up getting reinstated. I feel like if this was in Tennessee, he would have still been suspended. But as far as reinstatement goes, I'm not so sure that, they would have been as lenient as South Carolina was to go ahead and reinstate him, because he still violated one of the rules that he knew.